Let me turn the mic on. Hey, good morning to you. You listen to OZZz on Smash Bros. Radio, the only digital radio station located in Jefferson County, Birmingham. Hey, appreciate you. It's Friday. Already know what Friday is. It's time to get what? Freaky and naked. Hell yeah. And it's raining outside, so but anyway, we digress. Hey, appreciate you stopping in. Smash Bros. Radio is the only digital radio station located in Birmingham, Alabama. We are an independent radio station. We provide a venue, a platform to independent artists, so that way they can showcase their craft as well as their music. We're here for you. We're here for the community, as well as anything and everything out there that is beneficial to the community. You can find Smash Bros. Radio on YouTube. You can find them on Instagram as well as Facebook. So please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Also, please make sure that you download our app so that way you can take us anywhere and everywhere with you. We are Smash Bros. Radio. This is OZZz. You can find me. Shoot, you can find me anywhere. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me even on Facebook. Hey, you know what it is. Hope you have a good Friday. Know that it's raining outside here in Birmingham, Jefferson County. We hope that you be safe, arrive safely, drive cautiously. Make sure that you get there on time. Take your time. On November 11th, at the Bessemer Civic Center, the Southern Bully Showdown is having a dog show, and it will feature exotics, American Bullies, Frenchies, Cane Corso, English Bulldog, as well as other breeds. It's hosted by NJC Bullies, as well as 1888 Bully Kennel. Also, on site, you have ICBR registration. It's $20 per show entry, sanctioned and fun shows over 50 categories. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor, $75 to be a sponsor. Right now, I think there are 2 categories that are left, that are remaining. So if you would like to serve as a sponsor, your name or logo would be on the show's banner, as well as if you choose a category, your name will be on the trophy, and then also it will be you will be acknowledged and mentioned all throughout the dog show. So the deadline is May 15th. Let me see if I can pull that up quickly for you. I should have had it possible. Yeah, the deadline for the money is May 15th, and you can cash out Clipper Talk 74. Clipper Talk 74. To be a sponsor for the dog show, $75, name and logo on the show banner, and if you choose a category, your name on the trophy. If you have a truck or a vendor, it's $100. Please come out and support the show. This is a way of introducing the bully breed to the community, and you'll be surprised at how the dogs are gorgeous and all. So please support the bully show, the Southern Bully Showdown, November 11th, Bessemer Civic Center. Exotics, American Bullies, Frenchies, Cane Corsos, English Bulldogs, and other breeds, hosted by NJC Bullies, as well as 1888 Bullies. You can contact DeJuan Hall at 205-460-6435, or Israel Creer at 205-238-0401. The Southern Bully Showdown, November 11th, Bessemer Civic Center. Also, if you are in need of tires, and this is really, you need to check your tires on a regular basis, because if you haven't checked your tires in at least over a year, check your tires to see if you need tires. And if you, by chance, if you want to buy some tires, please get in touch with Elder Nicholas White at 404-919-6674. 404-719-6674. He has the tires for you. Call Elder White. Let him know that you heard about him on OZZz on Smash Bros. Radio. Again, if You need tires, Nicholas White. Elder Nicholas White is a gentleman to contact, 404-919-6674. Please, 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 because people fail to realize tires are very important, especially when it's raining, especially when you have inclement weather. It's best that you always have the safety when it comes to the tire. So, again, please contact Elder White. Also, C4. C4 is excited to announce their second annual Cultivate for Mentoring Suit for Seniors event. This initiative aims to provide graduating senior high school students with a symbol of the transition into adulthood by giving them a well-fitted suit that represents their hard work, achievements, and future potentials. At Cultivate for Mentoring, the elders believe that the suit can act as a powerful tool, embalming young men with confidence and a sense of purpose as they step into the next chapter of their lives. With your support, we can provide the young men with the tools that are needed to be successful. Last year's event was a huge success, and they are looking forward to making this year's event even better. If you are interested in supporting the cause or learning more about the initiative, please send them a direct message. Your donation will go directly towards providing these students with high-quality, well-fitted suits, giving them a tangible representation of the newfound sense of purpose and potential. The elders thank you for your support, and we hope to see you at our second annual Cultivate for Mentoring Suit for Seniors event. Please, 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 if you're wanting to learn how to be a mentor, if you are wanting to be a sponsor or a donor or a benefactor, Cultivate 4 is in need of finances, in need of support. You can't get any better. There are 4 highly recommended mentoring groups here in Alabama. We are blessed. So if you would like to know more about C4, you can call 205-677-6024, 205-677-6024. If you want to be a sponsor, a donor, a benefactor, or if you have a suit, or if you know of anyone who is involved with men's apparel or a manager, or if you work at a men's apparel place, please, it would be much, much appreciated that if there's some type of relationship rapport that can be bonded between you and C4. What we take for granted is extremely pivotal, extremely important when it comes to these young men venturing out to actually own a suit, to actually own a tie is extremely beneficial and extremely helpful when it comes to their confidence and when it comes to the way that they perceive themselves, they think about themselves. So please, if you know of someone who is related or connected to a men's apparel shop, please give C4 a call. It's 205-677-6024. Second annual Cultivate for Mentoring Suit for Seniors. All donations will go towards the suits themselves. Also, if you have a son who is between the ages of 13 and 18, C4 invites you to join them on March 25th at 9 a.m. at the Fountain Heights Recreational Center to learn more about enrolling your son in the C4 Mentoring Weekend Ham program. The program provides young men with the tools that are needed to help them succeed in life, including leadership training, conflict management skills, character development. It's a great opportunity for your son to connect with positive role models and make a lasting friendship. Don't miss out on this chance to give your son the guidance and support he needs to thrive. The elders of C4 hopes to see you there. C4 Mentoring Saturday is March 25th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's going to be at the Fountain Heights Recreational Center. For more information, you can contact info@cultivate.org, cultivate4.org. Info at cultivate4, that's the numeral 4.org. Boys 13 to 18 years old. We provide them with new skills, leadership, and manhood. That's Saturday, March 25th. So please support and give them the much needed revenue that is required. So, also, if you are a coffee drinker, if you like iced coffee, OZZz Coffee, ALICIA, OZZz Coffee, LLC, has the best coffee out there. I'm a coffee drinker. I usually drink community coffee. When I found OZZz Coffee, I kind of switched over to OZZz Coffee. If you like iced coffee, they have, I think they have 4 selections when it comes to the iced coffee. You can contact them. Let me see if there's a number for them. You can they have a building in Vincent. So if you like to stop by and check them out. It's 205-964-6996, 205-964-6996. You can find them at 42735 Highway 25, Vincent, Alabama. I'm telling you, they have the best coffee. And again, I'm a coffee drinker. You could ask my former students. I used to have a bowl for a coffee cup. And so OZZz Coffee, you can contact them at 205-964-6996, 205-964-6996, or you can contact them at info@OZZz Coffee, ALICIAS coffee.com, or OZZzcoffee.com. So please check them out. I'm not really an iced coffee drinker, but I found that once I put it in the microwave and I heated it up, oh wow, it tastes like hot chocolate. So if you're not really into iced coffee, you can put it in the microwave and you can heat it up in the microwave and make it hot chocolate, and it is, oh God, it's good. So so you have C4, you have the suits, you have the meeting for kids, for young men from 13 to 18, as well as the Southern Bully Showdown. So please support and do what you can. Again, sponsors, benefactors, donors for the Bullies is $75. And your logo will be on the show's banner. Also, if you're choosing a category, your name will be on the trophy. Vendors and food trucks is $100. Come out, and this is a family-oriented event. And also, you can bring your dogs, but please make sure that your females are not in heat and that you do not have an aggressive dog. All dogs are to be on leashes. So come out. It is a way of getting to know exactly what the bully's all about. It's just not pit bulls. You have number of like I said, Frenchies and Corsos. So please come out and support them. Also, again, one more time, if you need tires, please get in touch with Elder Nicholas White, 404-919-6674. So please come out. 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 We got a lot to talk about. What? I don't know how to. I really don't know how to approach this without getting myself in trouble, to be perfectly honest with you. You have the 2024 election coming up. And the WASP, the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, male, are having a fit because of they know that their time is about up. So because of the 2024 elections coming up, you have a lot of underhanded racist rhetoric, bullshit coming up. And especially what is transpiring and what is happening in Florida with their racist party down there, for a party to come up and try to eliminate, try to delete, try to erase history. And now all of a sudden you're trying to erase the Black Greeks. I just think that it's time for the Divine Nine to join all their forces together and just pay Florida a visit. Just pay them a visit. I think that sometime coming up, with y'all being Greeks, it shouldn't take much for you to plan other than the venue. That probably would pose a problem, as well as transportation. But I think that it can be done, that if the Divine Nine would join forces and have the conclaves and the boules down in Florida, have it for a week, have voter registration, have activities for the kids, have seminars for health, for health as well as mental health. Also provide professionals down there that can help, especially when it comes to felons getting their records purged. And so I think that this is a way. Now, if for those of you who are not Greek oriented, and for those of you who don't know, I am a proud alumni of HBCU. I graduated from Alabama State University. I have my bachelor's of science in secondary education, social work, as well as my bachelor's of art in social sciences. BS, bachelor's of science in secondary education, social sciences, and then I have a bachelor's of art in social work. So I'm well knowledged, informed of the Divine Nine. And so for those of you who do not know who the Divine Nine are, I will proudly tell you who the Divine Nine are. You have the Fraternity Incorporated of Alpha Phi Alpha. They were founded in 1906 at Cornell University. Then you have the sorority Alpha Kappa Alpha, founded in 1908 at Howard University. Then you have Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, founded in 1911 at Indiana University. Then Omega Psi Phi Incorporated, founded in 1911, Howard University. Then you have Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, founded in 1913, Howard University. Then you have Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, founded in 1914, Howard University. Then you have Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, founded in 1920 at Howard University. Then you have Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, founded in 1922 at Butler University. Then you have Iota Phi Theta Fraternity, founded in 1963, Morgan State University. So I think that it is past time for the Divine Nine to gather forces, to have a meeting of all chapters, all grad chapters, all nationals, to come together to show these white racist individuals exactly that the power that the Black community has. Now, if you or other organizations, I think that all Black organizations, not only the Greeks, but the non-Greeks, the businesses, the honoraries, all organizations should come together and just have one huge meeting. Just have one huge meeting and show the power that what the vote can do. And see, that's one thing that we have to understand. These WASP, these white Anglo-Saxon Protestant men over 50 are running scared. And because of them running scared, when you have a white person that is running scared, you need to be you need to be cautious in most areas anyway, but especially when you have an election coming up and they understand, the Republican Party understand the significance of the votes. So they're trying to put up obstacles, trying to put up detours, trying to provide smoke screens and mirrors, so that way people will forget exactly how treacherous they have been. So I think that Florida is a testing ground for there to be an awakening, since you have some individuals who are scared of the word awakening. And then for those of you who do not understand the word awakening, it's nothing frightening. It's nothing that's brand new. It's always been around. Awakening means that you are woke. That means that you understand exactly what is transpiring. You understand the issues. You understand the solutions. You understand the problems, and you know how to provide solutions and also avenues to make sure that everything is reported with transparency and reported in the pure, unadulterated sense. That's all woke is. That's real, knowing how to think for yourself, knowing how to see things as they are. Now, keep in mind that all of us have a different way of doing. All of us have a different whatever. Our perspectives may be different, but when it comes to the solutions, when it comes to how we deal with certain things, we're all on the same page. We know that the Republican parties are racist ass sons of bitches. We know that we don't need them in power anymore because they have no purpose. As for their platform on family value, they have shown themselves that they do not understand what family values is all about. And when you see that this caucus of minority whites that you have in the Republican Party, but you don't have the majority of the Republican Party standing up to these idiots, to these clowns, well, then you are part of the problem, because you're not standing up to these minorities, this minority that's in your party. You're cowering down like a bunch of little pussies, basically acting like Democrats, because you're scared to do your force, to do your due diligence. And I think that the Divine Nine should be the foundation to start showing these individuals that, oh, we know we have power. We haven't utilized the power to its benefit. But now, since you pissed us off, now we're going to show you exactly what we can do. And it's left up to the Divine Nine, as well as other black organizations, to come together to show them. And y'all can do it. I've seen what the black fraternities or the black Greeks can do. And there's a huge difference between the white Greeks and the black Greeks. 9 times out of 10, the white Greeks are only active undergrad. That's the only time you see them basically is undergrad. Whereas with the black Greeks, they start in undergrad and then they go to grad chapter and they become even more of a powerful force. So you have the white Greeks who are basically do-nothings undergrads, and then you have the black Greeks who start undergrad and then they join the grad chapters and they become even more community-based, community focused and oriented. So Divine Nine, I'm challenging you. Divine Nine, I'm challenging you to come together to make yourselves known down in Florida and have just one huge convention. One huge convention. And I don't know if they have a venue down there that will hold all the black Greeks. And it may take 2 or 3, whatever, but it can be done. So the Divine Nine, it's time for you to show up and show out, show Florida exactly what you're all about. So then that way, once you have shown Florida, in turn, you're going to show the nation that, listen, we're tired. And we're not going to accept your bullshit no more. We're going to show you exactly what we can do. And no matter what you put before us, we're going to still do what is best for our communities. So there it is. So Divine Nine, I'm challenging you, to do what you can do. So Divine Nine, Alpha Phi Alpha, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Kappa Alpha Psi, Omega Psi Phi, Delta Sigma Theta, Phi Beta Sigma, Zeta Phi Beta, Sigma Gamma Rho, Iota Phi Theta. Join forces. Join forces. Be like you were before the 70s. Because from what Dr. Norman Walton, a prestigious, infamous professor of history of Alabama State University, Norman Walton said that long when all the organizations were being established, being created, there was a unity between all the Greeks. Now, there was different, but there was a unity there. And then he was saying that something happened during the 70s and all, to where all of a sudden you have all these these stereotypes. The alphas were smart, the kappas were pretty boys, the omegas were dogs, the sigmas were country boys. So, it's time for you to join together again as one family, as a Greek family coming together with one sole purpose, and that is to show your political power, to showcase exactly what it looks like when you have one huge wave coming about. And during this time, again, as I've mentioned, you can have voters registration. You can have professionals in all areas, lawyers, health physicians, coming out talking about how a felon can purge the system, per the record. How, when it comes to family court, how it comes to how the rights and all, you can do this. I mean, you feel all the professions and all. Shoot, you can have some of your own profession, your own brothers and sisters to hold these seminars. 1 week. 1 week. 1 week. Since Florida wants to be the no-wake state, wake their asses up. And you know white folks are scared anyway, so hell. They see all you black folks going down, they're going to wonder what the hell is going on anyway. So. Oh, I digress as usual. Now, we have TikTok coming about. Oh boy, I don't even have to address TikTok. You have Google, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, for whatever reason, coming up with all these lies, all this propaganda. And let me see if I can play something for you. You know we're in a... No, that's not you. Because somebody brought up a good point. TikTok. Oh, yes. Silicon Valley's lunch. Yes, listen to this. This is it. Listen to this. TikTok was eating Silicon Valley's lunch. They were taking all the ad money from Instagram, from Twitter, from Google. I'd say Google and Instagram, Facebook, just killing it, knocking it out of the fucking park. So look at who is saying, oh, it's China and they're tracking everything. Facebook tracks you, Google tracks you, everyone fucking tracks you all over the place. But all of a sudden TikTok is a problem? No. It's because they're eating their lunch, and instead of competing, because they've tried, no one can seem to create the TikTok algorithm. It's what people want, the quick hits, the sing-alongs, etc. So they decided to lobby politicians and come up with this scam. TikTok was eating Silicon Valley's lunch. They were taking all the ad money from Instagram. And that comes from TikTok. Jory Ware. So. And plus, too, if TikTok was such a threat to national security, why didn't the government close them down 2 years ago? And then, really, if you want to get petty and messy about it, uh, during Trump's administration, do you let me see, let me see if I can serious. How many properties does China hold in the United States?
I found this on the web.
Here we go. Department of Newsweek. China owns U.S. land about twice the size of New York City. China owns U.S. land about the size of New York City, and that comes from Newsweek. Total number of residential properties bought by Chinese buyers in the U.S. Chinese buyers comprise one of the largest groups of foreign buyers of residential properties in the United States. Historically, between 20,000 and 40,000 residential properties were bought by Chinese nationals. But in 2022, both the sales volume and percentage of all foreign bought properties declined. In 2022, Chinese buyers were responsible for only 6% of all sales to foreigners. So the Chinese are already over here. They also own commercial properties. They also own oil oil in Texas. So see, it's not that the Chinese are a national threat. It's that Facebook, Instagram, Google don't know how to compete or don't want to compete. And like the gentleman was saying, we're being tracked. That's why sometimes something pops up, or when you go on your iPhone, it says about tracking and all. I put no. I don't want to be tracked. And I have to. The only time I want to be tracked is if I'm using the app. So where is the national security conflict? Where is it? And then also, if China is so bad, which I've always preached, you say that China isn't bad, then why are we accepting all this shit from China? Every time you look around, made in China, made in China, made in China, made in China. And then on top of that, you had the orange tangerine idiot, Trump, doing all of his bull stuff over in China. Then you have his daughter getting all these patents and stuff from China. So why now? Because they can't compete or they don't want to compete. And then from what I understand in Instagram, there's something about a blue something, so you have to pay. And then once you've paid, all your commercials are shown more than the ones who don't pay. Or is it Facebook? Maybe it's Facebook to where you have to, if you have a blue dot. So if you have a blue dot and you have to pay for this blue dot. So see, it's underhandedness that is going on. You can't just pick and choose. It's known that once Trump was in office, that the Chinese came in and bought properties, and then once Trump finally left, the FBI, CIA, whatever they are, had to go in to find out exactly where the bugs were, because they left electronic devices so that way they can hear stuff. And then on top of that, when you have China, you have Russia, you have Brazil, all come together to start their own monetary. What? That's why it's extremely important in this 2024 election that people get out and vote like they're supposed to.
So look at
That's why it's extremely important. Listen to this.
You know we're in a state of disunion when politicians are actively trying to suppress the vote. We've just barely gotten past the midterms, and Republican gerrymandering is in full swing, with up to 29 seats in 14 states already at risk of being redrawn, according to the New York Times. Yesterday, the North Carolina Supreme Court heard a case reconsidering a Republican map, one that was already struck down for being unconstitutional beyond a reasonable doubt. But during the 2022 midterms, North Carolina voters flipped the court to a conservative majority. And now, in a highly unusual move, they are ignoring precedent, taking the case up again. North Carolina is one of the swingiest swing states. President Biden only lost there by 1 point in 2020. In last year's midterms, using a court-appointed map, Republicans and Democrats won an equal number of congressional districts, 7 each. But under the Republican proposed map, Republicans could win up to 11 of those seats, leaving Democrats with only 3. It appears that this conservative court is champing at the bit to reinstate this map, with Politico noting that they signaled a degree of hostility toward the groups defending the current map. But North Carolina is far from the only place in a state of disunion. What's happening in Alabama is even more egregious. It's straight up racism. Alabama has one of the highest Black population percentages in the country, 27%. But their Republican-drawn redistricting map only has one district that's majority Black, meaning that 27% of the population is represented by only 14% of the state's districts. That map was used in the midterms, with that district electing the state's only Democratic Congress member.
Searles.
Challengers sued the state, arguing that the map violates the Voting Rights Act, which has been one of Chief Justice John Roberts' longtime dreams to invalidate. The court heard arguments last fall, and the conservative justices seem to be leaning towards upholding this map. The case is called Merrill versus Milligan, and up next, we will talk to the lead plaintiff himself.
There you have it. That's why it's extremely pivotal. It is zenith. It is paramount that we start here in Alabama, since I'm an Alabamian. So wherever you are, it is extremely important that you vote individuals that are going to have your interest at heart. Now understand, I know that I know that the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are twins. One is no better than the other in the bigger picture. So I'm not. Well, in a way, I am, because the lesser of the two evils are the Democrats. Now, of course, they're a bunch of pussies and all, because they don't pursue the interest as aggressively as what the Republicans do. Democrats always want to compromise. I fuck compromise. Republicans never want to compromise. So why should the Democrats compromise? We need to start at home, electing those individuals that have our interests as a whole in mind, which means that we need the Republican Party out. And if you have a friend that is white, that I suggest you be very cautious of that individual, because you can't trust them. And I'm saying all Republicans. All Republicans. Because if you are a Republican and you have not voiced your opposition to what your party is doing, well, then you are the reason why they are fucked up the way they are. And the majority of Republicans that are in the Congress that do not stand up to that minority of idiots, you're the reason. And McCarthy is going to go down as the weakest Speaker of the House that we've ever had. The weakest. So we have a lot on our plate. And those individuals that voted to ban or to put some type of hold on TikTok, this is a way for you to stand up and say that, listen, we're not going to go for this. We're not going to go for this. And it's time for us to stand up because we've been too passive to not stand up. And again, I say that if China was such a security threat, well, why would you allow it in the United States anyway? You've had it here for 2 years. And then for Facebook and Google and Instagram, and if I remember correctly, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg owns Instagram. So what you're going to do? Are you going to sit back and allow these individuals who have no interest for you to dictate what you do? So, I mean, Facebook has been selling our information. Google is selling our information. Both are tracking us. So what is the difference? We're already being tracked. So, I mean, it's time to stand up. 2024 is coming up. And it's time for everyone to vote their conscience. Because it's only going to get worse before it gets better. And those of you who have families, who have children and all, you need to start being more focused on how the future is going to affect your child, that's going to affect your seed. Because your child is going to be the one that's going to have to deal with this. We're still dealing with COVID. COVID fucked us up. It messed us up. And we're still suffering the after effects of COVID. Because it changed us. You have gas going up. You have groceries going up. Everything's going up. What used to cost me $200 for groceries, if I were to order the same things that I did at $200, it would cost me over $400. And I go by I used to do Walmart. Now I do Kroger. To me, Kroger is cheaper because it has the coupons that's attached. And it's because the politicians aren't handling their business. And their business is us, the citizens. Because again, as I have stated multiple times, if COVID had been handled effectively and efficiently like it was supposed to have, we wouldn't be in this predicament in the raw as we are. But because you have an orange tangerine idiot that didn't know what the hell he was doing and everybody was scared of him and is still scared of him, we're suffering the after effects. And it for a president, and I use that word and it leaves a nasty taste in my mouth, to be impeached twice, and then to have those justices on the Supreme Court, that's a travesty. And then it's like it was mentioned in Joy Reid's comments on her show, when you have a liberal court to outlaw the rezoning, the rezoning of the votes and all the districts is, and now all of a sudden you have a conservative court, and the Republican parties are going to go back to court because now you have a court that's going to support it's criminal. Unprecedented. See, you're not playing with people who are going to play fair. You know this thing, and I love Dr. Obama. I love her, and I have much respect for her. And I at one time understood that if they go low, we go higher. Fuck that. You can go low. I'm going to get nasty. I'm going to get in the dirt. Fuck going high. People don't understand the caliber of going high. You can't go high with certain folks. You have to get nasty with them. You got to get dirty with them. And then you can get out and take a shower. But again, I love Dr. Michelle Obama. I love her. And I have an abundance of respect and admiration for her. But I differ when it says that when they go high or when they go low, I go high. That's good because you got money. You have the money. You have the prestige that you can go high. I don't have the money. I don't have the prestige. So I'm going to get nasty. I'm going to get nasty. I'm going to get dirty. And I'm going to let you know that I can whoop your ass no matter which way you go. And I'm not going to accept this. I'm not going to accept your apology. I'm not going to accept your explanation. Your actions are going to speak to me. Your actions. And that's why here in Alabama especially, we have to get to the point to where we stop voting when it comes to popularity. Because there have been several individuals that have been voted in that have been elected because of popularity, and they ain't about shit. They want that celebrity image. We don't need celebrities in office. We need individuals that know exactly how to create the jobs, how to create the revenue, so that way the veterans, the homeless, the children, the elderly are taken care of like they're supposed to be taken care of. And we have 4 projects that can do that. So for them to all of a sudden state that TikTok is a national threat? No, it's not. Never was. You just can't regulate it. That's the problem. But you allow Facebook and Instagram all to do whatever. So it's time for us to stand up. Divine Nine, show them what you got. Show them what you got. You should have one huge conclave and boule down in Florida. All of you should converge. What is it? What is that? A movie to where something blind. The girl was blind. She went to law school. I think it's the second part to where they everybody converged on Washington when it came to Brewster's bill, and that's how it has to be. That's how it has to be. Start with Florida. Show Florida. Show the Floridians. Show that idiot down there. And she should take Governor George Wallace as an example, because you can be prejudiced and racist. You can be racist. Let's take the word prejudice out because it's not prejudice. He's racist. You can be racist in your own state, but nationally, we're not going to accept that. And that's the same thing that happened with Wallace when he was running for president, and he got shot. So, what you going to do? What you going to do? Again, be safe out there. It's raining. It's going to get colder. Typical Alabama weather. It's bipolar like most of us are. But take care of yourselves. Know your value. Know your worth. I appreciate you stopping in. Smash Bros Radio. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can find me OZZz on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Again, my platform is open to you. If you have anything you want to announce, you have an event, you have something that's coming up. If you have an issue, if you're a politician, or if you're the neighborhood president, and you have something that you want to talk about, my platform is open to you. Just check me out on Facebook. Get in touch with me. We'll make an appointment so that way you can come on. Also, if you are an independent artist, if you are a manager, if you're a producer, Facebook us, which we will get you on air so that way you can showcase your craft and your music. That's why we're here. We're here for you. So again, know your value, know your worth, know that you are the one that controls everything about you. And most importantly, know that I love you more than I love my luggage. I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care. The live stream on the show. On the show. The live stream. On the show. The live stream. The live stream on the